Hey, what's up, everyone? Let me preface this by saying that this is in no way intended to be a dig at Lucasfilm employees or the Lucasfilm StoryGroup. If anything, it's a reminder for EU fans that the Lucasfilm StoryGroup members are not the end-all be-all when it comes to all things canon continuity, either pre or post 2014. There's a theory that's emerged recently that I've seen online from a lot of EU fans who seem to think that we need to reach out to folks like Pablo Hidalgo to sort of get their permission, clarification, what have you, about things that we already seem to know as a fandom. Let me give you an example of where they've proven to us already, right, that they are not the end all be all. No one intended them to be. They aren't, in fact. We need to stop treating them that way. We need to stop asking for their permission to enjoy the Star Wars that we've already got. This right here is the Wikipedia article for Star Wars Graphics. This is a in-universe reference book that was published in 2016 by UK licensee Egmont. It's a fun little book. I highly recommend people check it out. Interestingly, it's labeled legends here in Wikipedia. Now, again, we could do a separate video about how Wikipedia is not the end all be all about which things are legends, which things are canons, right? But the point here is that how interesting a book as late as 2016, 2 years after the decanonization discontinuation 2014, is coming out that's legends oriented. And in fact, there's quite a bit in here that references specific sorts of things pertaining only to the pre-2014 legend timeline, Jax Pavin, Farlander, lots of really cool things. It's a really cool addition to anyone's complete, robust EU reference guide collection. But what's so interesting is that when it came out, folks actually asked Pablo on Twitter, what's the deal with this? It's 2 years past decanonization. Is this canon? Pablo Hidalgo, I don't know. I've never seen that. Looks neat. Right? So it's actually part of this Wikipedia article here is in terms of its continuity. Lucasfilm Story Group member Pablo Hidalgo has stated that he was not aware of the book's existence. Again, this flies in the face of the theory that's emerged among many EU fans that someone like Pablo must know all things about all, official Lucasfilm sort of related license publications, right? But he doesn't. They don't. They're not the end all be all. Don't deny the facts in your face. If there's something you already know, something you already enjoy about the pre 2014 Star Wars Expanded Universe timeline, stop reaching out to these folks and begging for their permission to sort of like clarify facts that you already know, right? As this proves, they're not the end all be all. They don't actually see everything. Not everything comes across their desk. They don't actually have some sort of like official approval process for every line, right? When it comes to say something like Supernatural Encounters from Joe Bongiorno, a previously commissioned work that was never canceled pre-2014, that he's in the process of finalizing the edits for. Can't wait to read it. As folks continue to reach out to folks at the Lucasfilm Story Group, asking for their thoughts about this many years past decanonization, don't be surprised if you get confused and evasive answers. It's been a long time. Maybe they forget. Maybe they're being willfully ignorant. Or maybe it's just the case that, again, as this article shows, right, they're not the end all be all in any event.